To the Greek Prime Minister accusing Turkey of violating Greek airspace. He did so on Twitter. How does NATO react to that?
But I tried to explain.
It's very productive to comment on the public declarations and statements on exchanges of words, very strong words and unfortunate words, of course. But the ministers were very clear, the foreign ministers of the EU member states were very clear in their discussions and in their conclusions, informal conclusions, of course, not conclusions adopted in writing, but the conclusions as a summary of the meeting, that what we expect from Turkey, the ministers were very clear and determined to show EU solidarity with its two affected member states, namely Cyprus and Greece, and they were very clear in their call on Turkish authorities to end any unilateral activities which are escalating tensions in the Mediterranean, and the ministers and the EU are very clear in preferring dialogue instead of a confrontation. And this is the way which should be pursued, the dialogue as a way to de-escalation. And if it's not possible to have the dialogue, if there is no de-escalation, the EU has launched already steps how to react to situation when there is no change in this behavior, and take appropriate measures. And they were already outlined after the discussions by the ministers.
I was scandalized by what was said coming from Turkey, on the Netherlands, on Germany and on others.
Leaving the country virtually landlocked.
In reality, all you have to do is look at a map and see the special configuration of the Aegean Sea and the south coast of Turkey. If we mechanically apply international maritime laws, then the Aegean Sea automatically becomes what we call a Greek lake. And the South Turkish coast is also under Greek control. And Turkey cannot accept that.
The president had to be of Greek Cypriot origin, and the vice president had to be of the minority Turkish Cypriot origin. The vice president had veto powers, and there were provisions to divide elected assemblies between the two ethnic groups. Although Cyprus became a republic in 1960, 14 years later in 1974, a Greek military coup occurred on the island. In retaliation, the Turkish government invaded. Although this ended in a ceasefire, many Turks settled in the north of the island, which led, in 1983, to the Turkish claiming the northern third of the island as the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. This is recognised only by Turkey. This has been rejected internationally, and this part of Cyprus is actually still seen as part of the Republic of Cyprus. So, very basically, there's a lot of historic tension between Turkey and Greece, with Turkey technically illegally residing in Cypriot sovereign territory. So
just days before he hosts the US Secretary of State, Turkey's president has said US forces in Syria may be in for an Ottoman slap. The warning comes as the US continues to fight alongside Kurdish fighters in Syria.